Hello, everyone. We're here in round two, and we mulliganed the first hand because it was all land and two Pass and Flames, which is not a good hand to keep. Now we have this hand, which is one land. We are on the play. Um, I mean, Serum Visions into Thought Scour, could dig us to a land. So I think I'm going to keep, just because we have Electromancer, Manamorphose, and Desperate Ravings, all of which are, you know, spells that we would like to cast. So we're going to go land and then Visions to give us the best chance of hitting a land. Do we want the ritual? I don't think we want one right now. Go bottom, top, and then we'll pass. And now we'll see what we have. If we can stick Goblin Electromancer with double Manamorphose and a Desperate Ravings, we're going to be sitting pretty good. Because that's going to dig us pretty deep. And also make us mana as we go along. Soul Sisters, eh? God damn it. I hate Soul Sisters because the matchup goes, can they make more life than you can do damage in the time? Because the whole way the deck works is it basically says, we're going to make infinite life. Then we're going to make a big thing with flying that you have to deal with. Ugh. Among other things. But I'm just going to throw down Electromancer and pass. And that's the last creature I'm going to play this game, probably. Unless he decides to like path it or something. Just passes. Upkeep path. Okay. Would like to use the ability. Let's get another island or mountain. What do we want? We have two blue sources already, and typically when I'm going off, I tend to find I need more blue sources, but I also have a Manamorphose already. So I'm just going to go with the mountain. And we draw the island anyways. Cool. So, let's Thought Scour first. Because we can still go, depending on what we hit here, we can change up our plan. That's not ideal. But we did hit Pass in Flames, which is really nice. Let's see. I think I'm just going to fire off a Manamorphose just to draw. Or do I want to do Desperate Ravings just to draw? Probably do the Ravings. Yeah. Because we get to recycle cards and we might just ditch the Steam Vents. And we don't have the Electromancer anymore, so the Manamorphoses are still good, but they're not insane like they were before, where they made mana. We probably could have won off this turn if we had the Electromancer out. Could have just gone Manamorphose, Manamorphose, made a bunch of mana, Pass in Flames, Manamorphose, Manamorphose, and then start just drawing infinite cards. And if we hit like one or two rituals, we would be set. Let's Desperate Ravings. Why not? It's a little bit riskier because we might lose a Manamorphose, but we hit a ritual instead. All right, cool. That's fine. I'm not happy about it, but it's definitely fine. And then next turn we can go Ascension, and then Manamorphose or other assorted things and be happy. Procession is fine. It's sad because you get a bunch of life, but it's also fine. Yeah, we're going to take that. Not land? That's what I want right now. Basically just not land. Preferably something like I said not land. You're the opposite of that. Um, hmm. We can probably if we go Ascension Manamorphose and see what we get. I like that. I'll make a blue and a red. Another land. Jeez. Um, I don't see us doing anything else, so I'm just gonna play a Steam Vents tapped and pass. Yeah, we lose some mana, but or I can go Sulphur Falls Desperate. Yeah, I think that's the play. It's sad if we lose the Manamorphose because I want to put a counter on this, but let's play the Manamorphose. Let's see what we hit. Who knows? We might get lucky. Like a blue and a red. Ritual. Do we have a Pyretic in the graveyard? No, we don't. Why did I say the battlefield? That would have been weird. I'm just gonna go Sulphur Falls and then Flashback Ravings. All right, that worked out well. We lost the one of the lands. Or no, we lost a ritual and we drew a ritual, which is even fine too. Because next we can go Ritual Serum Visions, which is pretty good. Yep. I don't know if he can race me with his life gain. And next turn I'm just going to probably end up going off. Yeah, I think I'm going off this turn. Because I don't think he has any way of interacting. So, I go Steam Vents untapped. I go Ritual, which puts another counter on this. And then I get to double Serum Visions and double Gitaxian Probe. Or I can just flash. I can go double. How do I want to do this? Because I want to make sure that I can get a billion mana. All right, let's just go Steam Vents and pay the life. I know we're doing that. And then we know we're playing the Ritual. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 mana available. Plus the 3 there. We'll probe for 2 cards. Always yield. Always yes. Because of course I want to double it. Same targets. Say okay. And then you guys actually get to see me go off. How cool is that? Sure. Sure. We'll play the Ritual. Yep. Yep. And then, well, Serum Visions. Okay. Top. Bottom. Okay. Top. Bottom. And then probe him. And the idea right now is to just basically go through our entire deck. Hand bottom. Okay. I mean, at this point, you could probably just concede. and bottom. Storm counts up to 6. Let's just flash this back now. And then we can go Manamorphose. Just go blue, blue. Okay. Blue, red. And go Ritual. I spliced, didn't I? Just say okay, I guess. I tried to splice, but I guess it didn't work. Do this one. Play that. Go Ritual. 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 What am I up to now? 14? Just say okay, 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 okay. Metamorphose. Just make a bunch of blue mana. Because the rituals only make red. So I need to find some way of making other colors. We'll probe for blue. Probe him. We'll draw. We'll draw. Should probably be spending the things that do other stuff with the blue mana, because we really do need to hit Manamorphose. But we hit it, so we're fine. Then we can Ritual. I think these don't have flashback yet. Let's go with Visions. Top, bottom. Okay. Bottom, bottom. Sleight of hand. Grape Shot into the hand, that on bottom. And then we'll just kill him. That into the hand, that on bottom. Grape Shot him. Same targets. I don't think he has any way of interacting with this part of it. And then Grape Shot's a sorcery, right? So I have to just click OK. Doop, doop, doop. Put him to 2. And then we will Grape Shot him again. I don't know what the hotkey is for same targets. I should probably look that up. So I'm not just sitting here clicking. And then he dies. Okay. So again, this is another good matchup. A lot of the tier 2 decks don't play well against this deck. Just gonna bring in like a Pyroclasm, just so I can wipe his board. I guess we'll just call it like a Thought Scour for it. I don't know. I feel like that's the sideboard plan. Empty is bad against him because he just gains a bunch of life off of it. And like Blood Moon's useless because he's all white. Lightning Bolt doesn't do much because it just, you know, I can take out a creature, but they're mostly like little dudes anyway. It doesn't really matter. Echoing Truth's good against if he makes a bunch of spirits, which the deck can do, but at the same time, it's only meh. Shadow Storm doesn't have any artifacts. Vandal Blast doesn't have any artifacts. So I think this is just it. Just bring in the one Pyro as a sweeper. That's basically what it's there for. It's there against decks that have just a bunch of little dudes that are annoying. And this is a fine hand. Probably go Thought Scour on turn 1, and then play out the Goblin Electromancer turn 2. I'm not too worried about him racing us with damage. The issue is if he gets like, you know, above like 50 life, but I don't see that being an issue as long as we're able to go off at some reasonable speed. I'm actually going to look that up that hotkey while I have a minute. At the same time, automatically if they do not target. Yes, no. I don't think there is one to just put everything onto the stack with the same targets. At least not one that I'm seeing. So I'm looking at the Magic Online hotkeys right now. So I'm not entirely sure. Because I thought people did that. Like they could do it. But apparently not. I'd use up like half of my time on that game. So I guess I'm just gonna have to play it that way. Maybe there's a button like there's the OK or same target or something. Maybe there's something else there that I just didn't see. So I'll make this a little bit bigger. Another issue is with the beta client. I'm not entirely sure how to get your graveyard like out on the battlefield. Just mono steam vents and scour myself. Sleight of Hand, Desperate Ravings, and a Gabo. Okay. That tis fine. The Ravings will be nice to flashback at some point. And then next turn I can go Electromancer. That just gains a bunch of life, right? Reveal X cards, you gain 3 times that X life. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not super worried about not being able to kill him yet. I will pay the life. I'm being a little bit rambunctious with my life total, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Next turn I basically have infinite mana. So if I draw something that's good with infinite mana, then I'm very happy. Is this going to get pathed? Yeah. And I will use the ability. And I'll just grab an island. So I don't have infinite mana. Well, I guess I do. I have 3 rituals. It's not the best thing to have. Alright, I'll take damage. He's going to pop that for rest in peace. So I have to do this the old-fashioned way, huh? That's fine. God. Mana everywhere. Passing Flames is useless. So I'm just going to take the ritual. Infinite mana. I think I just need to dig for, what's it called? Pyromaster's Ascension. Alright. Probe is fine. Stairs attendant, and yeah, I knew that actually, I think. So that's fine. You know, it's scary, but fine. And Vulnerable goes in the hand. I'll ditch that. Yeah, I want to continue. I really just need to find the a way of doing that thing. The copy spell thing. Yeah, I don't care. Do what you want. But Rest in Peace does put a really big damper on the graveyard base plan. Did I not play a land? I think I might have missed my land drop, which is meh. I kind of don't want to place events because makes the clock a lot shorter for him. So let's Thought Scour him, I guess, because it doesn't really matter. I can't put stuff into my graveyard right now, so might as well do something. Sweet, we got a land. Oh, that doesn't work either. Oh no. Oh no, I think we just lose. I don't think we can win now, because this needs something in the graveyard. Rest in peace. That's some sick tech. I'm gonna have to bring in Echoing Truth now. And hope that I can get rid of his rest in peace. I can do all the rituals right now, but that does nothing. Oh god. Like, I'll play it, but it's not gonna do anything. Yeah, this game might be over, so I might want to... I'm just gonna start F6ing very aggressively. I think with Rest in Peace out, what I have to do is I have to either have Echoing Truth to bounce it and then try going off, or I have to have I have to use the strategy of wait, just keep all of my resources, just play lands and do nothing else until the turn I'm going to die. And then the turn I'm going to die, like if I pass it, like on his turn he will kill me. I have to then say, okay, I'm going off now, and then do as best I can to go off in that turn. It was a little unlucky that we drew so many rituals and not as many draw spells, but 'tis life. So I'm definitely bringing in Echoing Truth as an out to that, and I think I'm going to ditch the Thought Scour, number 2, just because I know that he has the ability to just get me. Do I want to bring in empties? Because if he plays, yeah, it'll gain him a bunch of life, but at the same time, he's playing with a bunch of 1/1s. I'll be playing with a bunch of 1/1s, and the only thing that can swing it would be his 6/6 flying lifelinker. And then I can just start beating in with my goblins if I get in a situation where I can't like legitimately go off fully. Um, that's actually a really interesting thought. Because if I move into that package, the where I don't use the pass and flames and stuff, or I can just hope I either hit Echoing Truth or he doesn't hit a Rest in Peace. Those are the other two options. He probably is also playing Leyline, so I probably should have had the Echoing Truth in anyways. But that might have mattered. I did draw Thought Scours, but who knows? Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna play with this. Do I want empties? Because empties are really good in situations where they have graveyard disruption and stuff like that. We'll keep in the Grape Shot. We'll bring in the 3 empties. And we'll cut another Thought Scour, I guess. And we'll just play a light version. We still have 2 Grape Shots because I think they're good at just getting rid of a lot of his weenies. This is probably fine. We can probe him on turn 1 and hopefully hit a red source quickly. If you don't hit a red source quickly, it's not the end of the world. We do have Echoing Truth if he plays out like a bunch of creatures or something, but we do need to play quickly. I just have to wait for him to come back. All right. What does he have? Typically, I do write down after I probe. P3, Soul, Spec, Hawk 2. Okay. And I hit the Steam Vents. Perfect. I'm assuming that'll go down to P2 as soon as he does it, and I'm assuming he'll also play the Soul Warden. Yep. And then I'm going to play out Ascension or Goblin. Well, I don't have anything else in my graveyard, so I'm just going to play the Goblin. Alright, so he has those 2 out. That's not good. Let's Sleight of Hand for a Sleight of Hand and another Sleight of Hand. And then I'm going to play Ascension because we have a Sleight of Hand, so we can do that. Do I want him to double? He won't double block. There's no way he blocks here. Yeah, I didn't think so. It does let him get in for 2, but I'm more worried about his life total than he is worried about mine, I think. This is Plains and then Spectral Procession, I'm assuming. to gain him 6 life. And if these spirits get to become an issue, I can always Echoing Truth them. But I know he has 2 Squadron Hawks and 2 Unknowns in his hand. Come on, Sleight of Hand or Gitaxian Probe. Manamorphose, I will take it. Can we go off right now? We go Sleight of Hand, Manamorphose, Manamorphose. So we get to draw a lot. Let's start off with the Sleight of Hand, because it digs us deeper. Always yield. Always yes. And then I say yes. I think we're going to take the Past in Flames, because I think at that point he can't really stop us. As much as I love Manamorphosing. We'll do it for a single red. I'll make a blue and a red. And then we'll Desperate Ritual. That was wrong. I should have done this first. I got greedy and I got confused. I think that just completely messed us up, didn't it? No, it didn't. We're fine. Because we get the mana back from Manamorphose. Blue and a red. And now this is active. So let's just go off. Always yes, always yield. Blue, red. Blue, blue. Thought Scour ourselves. We'll go Visions. Top, bottom. Visions. And at this point, I'm just going off. I don't really think he can stop us at this point. We already have our Grape Shot. He's tapped out. I'm surprised he hasn't F6'd. Unless there's something I don't know about that cost 0 mana that he could be running. But that'd be kind of crazy. But I mean, at this point, we're just going to be able to make infinite mana and then play infinite spells until we Grape Shot him to death. If I can do it without having to use Past in Flames, what I want to do is I want to just be like probe, do a bunch of other stuff, and then eventually just go Grape Shot, Past in Flames, Grape Shot. Let's just go... Did I play a land this turn? Do I want a land? No, I'm probably fine. I'll probably draw one incidentally through all of these spells. I just have to make sure I leave enough mana available so I don't accidentally fizzle because I didn't play my Past in Flames in time. Which is why I want to hit 1 or 2 more rituals before I do it. Like the actual rituals. Then I can just go Past in Flames, Manamorphose to make a bunch of blue mana, and then I'm off. I have another Serum Vision. Sweet. I think he's doing the thing where he's double queuing. It's either that, or he's doing the thing where he pauses for long periods of time in order to try to get me to time out. It's a really bad strategy. I don't like it. I think it's mean. But there's a strategy out there where if you're way ahead on clock, you wait for a little bit to get the other person to be not ready, and then you can eat like 3 or 4 seconds off the clock here, 3 or 4 seconds there. But if he's doing that, then I don't understand, because he should be doing it a lot closer to the end. That's the only reason I could think he would be not F6ing, though, is if he was doing that, or he doesn't understand how Magic Online works. He doesn't know how to F6, which is also valid. I'm not accusing this guy of I'm not flaming this guy. I'm not saying he's a cheater and because it's not technically cheating anyways, or that he's not playing legit. Um, I'm just saying he's, you know, he's doing something that's weird and inconvenient for me. We'll just go bottom and bottom again. And I want to probe for life. Because I'd like to be able to hit a ritual so I can keep going. Same targets. Yeah. See, I knew we were going to hit one eventually. Same targets, okay. So it's just another Squadron Hawk and a Warren. Sweet, I'm just going to fire that off. Make infinite red mana. And then just probe again. The idea is you only want to pass in flames the one time. At this point, if I hit Thought Scours, I'm going to be Thought Scouring him as well. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I run out of cards in my library before I'm able to kill him. Because if something crazy does happen here, that could be really, really bad for me. But also this hand is insane in the event that he does stop everything. I think, yeah, I have enough now where I can go Grape Shot, Flashback, Grape Shot. So I'm going to try that now in case he has some way of interrupting it. Like if he had a mana open, I would say he could have Angel's Grace, but okay. Same targets. And I'm going to have 5 minutes to spare, which is nice. I could probably, if I wanted to be mean about it, empty the Warrens and just give him all of his life back and then kill him with infinite goblins, but I feel like that wouldn't be nice. And then Grape Shot should be right there. We'll target him. Put things on the stack. Same targets. And then he dies. Yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And he dies. Sweet. Got to Storm. That felt really good. And also, I realized Magic Online is not a good place to play Storm because, my God, if I had like a grindy game at one point where I was like half stormed and then I had to do something else, then I was like, oh, if I can just dig for something, blah, 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 then I probably would have lost due to the, timeout issue. But in the meantime, I won. So we are now 1-1 going into the third round. I have to win out to get any prize pool, and if I do get prize pool, I'll probably spend it on you guys because I just like you guys a lot. You're swell. And hopefully, now that I've invested in this deck, for those of you who don't know, I used to play a lot of Pauper, and in Pauper, I had Green Stompy, and I would win packs every other match, or not every other match, every other daily event. And that meant I could sit down and I could be like, okay, I'm in a daily event. I play it, I win, every other time. So I'm making a profit of about a draft set per 2 daily events. And sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, but I was making money on Magic Online. And that's how I was getting into drafting a lot and stuff like that. Then they got rid of the Pauper Dailies, so I think Modern might be a new format for me to do this with. I have a lot of just, pretty good spells. I have Snapcaster Mages, and I have a really good mana base for stuff. I have a Delver deck basically built at this point, if not entirely built. So I might start doing dailies on this channel with either the Storm deck or the Delver deck. If anybody else knows another deck that runs those two colors and isn't stupid expensive, I might experiment a little bit with Twin. But the issue with Twin is some of the cards in it are very expensive that aren't in the other two decks that I'm running. Like Serum Visions, I can play in each of the decks, and the Shocklands, and this, that, the other thing. But things like, I think Twin's super expensive right now. I think, what else is really expensive right now? Twin's expensive. Yeah, I don't know. But there are decks that are expensive, and I don't want to. So I'm trying to play with these decks because they're cheaper and they're fun. And then if I, so choose, I can get myself into other formats. Or not other formats, but other things in this format. But that's just a little bit of a rant at the end of the video, because I'm happy because I won. So in the meantime, I'm going to hang out for a couple minutes, and then I'm going to play in round 3. So I will see you guys in round 3. Bye-bye.